Hello folks, this is Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing here in Dallas, Texas, and with Luxury Microfiber. I want to talk about something. I got to wash black paint right now in Dallas. It's about 75 degrees and I am scared to death because I could get water spots. There's no protection on this car at all. You can see the water on the panel. You see how it's just completely flat. It's not even sheeting the water. This is a ticking time bomb at this moment if I want to start working around the whole car and wash this thing, especially when it's 105 degrees in Dallas. Folks, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to tell you what I'm using. I'm more interested if you guys can figure it out. It is a very, very cheap chemical that I have been using for years. This is a pretty big secret. How do I wash paint when it's 100 degrees out? I'm worried about water spots and I'm using the garden hose that's got tap water in it. This is a dangerous combination. I'm going to actually wash this panel with my Decon soap and rinse it off. We'll see it stays flat, but watch what I do after that. Let me put the camera down. Sorry folks, I know it's always shaky doing this, right? Can you guys see where I'm working? Can I see what I'm doing? Oops, sorry. Okay, so there's the panel, right? Let me go in here with a strip wash. This is dangerous, right? It's 100 and something degrees. I'm using a non-pH neutral soap. It's a ticking time bomb. Scott, what am I going to do? The car is black. This, by the way, is one of 5 very, very deep secrets that I have. So it's a ticking time bomb. It's 100 degrees in Dallas. I got to worry about water spots. What I'm going to do is take a chemical that happens to be in this simple green bottle. It cost me 45 cents for 32 ounces. Here I go. Let me bring you in. Let's talk about this for a second. Do you see how that paint now is beating water? I'm going to sit on this bucket. It's now beating water. It's sheeting water off, right? Before it was just a panel of water. Folks, this chemical I just used does something very interesting. It allows the paint to be very hydrophobic. It also puts a protective barrier on the paint that even though I've got some water beating right now, that would be potentially dangerous, right? It's 100 degrees in Dallas. I got to worry about that. It leaves a protective barrier that stops the water spots from leaving any deposit on the paint for a period of time, for about 15 to 20 minutes. That allows me to wash this car section at a time in Dallas when it's 110 degrees. Spray this on the panel when I rinse off and work around the car, and then I just take a drying towel and I'll never have water spots on the car. Saves me a lot of time, a lot of aggravation, a lot of headache, especially a car that doesn't have any protection on it. Can anybody tell me what this is? If you kind of look on the plastic, can you guys see how the water's beating up on the plastic there? That's pretty amazing, isn't it? And again, you might say, but boy, now you've opened up the door. When it was flooded and the panel wouldn't push off the water, wasn't that better? No, not necessarily. And the fact that we've got beads now, that's okay, because this chemical is going to leave a protective barrier so those little water spots can't leave any type of deposit on the paint. I say for about 15 to 20 minutes. I can move pretty quick. I've been doing it for years. Using tap water to wash black paint in 110 degrees in Dallas. This is one of my biggest secrets. Does anybody know what I just used for 45 cents for 32 ounces? I love you guys. I could actually sit here right now and just wait for this panel to dry. You won't see a water spot. You just won't. It's amazing. You know, it's a pretty big secret. I'm so interested if anybody can figure it out. Eventually I'll say what it is, but I just wanted to see if anybody can figure it out. How did you do that, Scott? I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.